When winning isn't enough. Civil society and the European Court of Human Rights. When our rights are not being protected by a country's legal system, we can reach out to the European Court of Human Rights. But even if this court rules in our favour, our case often indicates a wider problem in the country, affecting many more people like us. That is why, apart from restoring justice for the individual, countries need to carry out general measures, usually set out by the Council of Europe. These measures are meant to prevent such violations from happening in the future. Unfortunately, some states fail to comply with the general measures. This can be very discouraging to everyone involved. But this is not the end of the road. We can often do more than we think. Let's look at an example. Emile is the director of an NGO that has published an article in their newsletter with some critical views about their government's practices. Emile is arrested and charged with inciting violence and enmity. He is sentenced to 4 years in prison. Knowing his freedom of expression has been violated, Emile and his lawyer take his case to the national courts. When they lose, they decide to go to the European Court of Human Rights. This time, they win. Emile is released and awarded financial compensation. As a general measure, the state must also improve some national legislation to tackle the wider problem. But nothing happens. Year after year, Emile and his colleagues see other people being threatened and arrested on similar charges. They start campaigning to get the attention of the public, the media, and politicians in their country. They also collect information to make a Rule 9.2 submission, a formal process for civil society members proving their government is not fully implementing a judgment by the European Court of Human Rights. They submit it to the Committee of Ministers, the decision-making body of the Council of Europe, which is now able to put extra pressure on the state to execute the court's judgment to protect the freedom of expression for people like Emile. So, we see that even with a good legal system in place, it's the actions of people that make the difference. As members of civil society, we can take certain steps to ensure the international justice system is truly effective. When winning isn't enough, find out what else you can do.